You're listening to the Monday Night Community Show with Daniel on BRFM.
Right, so I'm out and about here at the Monday Night Community Show on BRFM, and I'm at the Sheerness docks. I'm coming along to see the Marine Police Unit and to catch up with Steve as well, who we've spoke to. I've just been dropped off, and Steve said he's put up the blue flag, so I knew where they were within the docks. And here's Steve coming out to greet me now. Steve, it's good to see you.
Hello, Daniel. Welcome to our facility here. Thanks for coming along today to the Kent Police Marine Unit, and you've certainly got the good weather with you as well, so
yeah.
That's all good. So we're not going to get too cold, so come on inside, we'll get you a cup of tea and tell you about what we're going to do today.
Right, okay. So Steve has now brought me into their building. I was wondering, Steve, if you could give our listeners a tour and what's actually here.
Sure. Yeah, Daniel. Let's walk around here, and I can show you the different rooms. On the outside, it looks like a very glorified porter cabin, which it is. But inside, it's really well set up for exactly what we want. So here we are in the briefing room, which also doubles as a canteen and our training room. And you can see on the wall the whiteboards and information for officers, all the stuff they need to know about being safe on the water and to help them in the day-to-day duties. And also you can see over there the large screen of that sort of briefing monitor, so that we can put briefings and information presentations up on there. This is also where the guys, as I say, would have their refreshments during the patrol. Okay, if I'd like to take you through into some of the other rooms here. So we've got the Sergeant's office on the side here with the computers. Everything's computerised and recorded these days. And further along here, we go past the radios into the ladies' changing area, and as you can see, very large lockers have a lot of equipment to carry, and showers, of course, and also got a washing machine and storeroom. And so coming back down the corridor now, past one of the most important rooms in the unit here, and that's the drying room. Right. As you can imagine, everything that goes out gets wet, and we need to keep it in really good condition, because the equipment is really good, but it's also quite costly. And so we have this special room right in the heart of the porter cabin that dries everything.
It certainly feels warm.
It is hot, isn't it? Yes.
Yeah.
If you close the door, you could cook in here. Okay. And further around here, if we just go round the corridor and we're into the men's changing area, much the same as the ladies.
Yeah.
Large lockers, lots of room. Officers can wash, shower after they've been out on extended patrol, and that's essentially what's in the porter cabin here. Here's Stuart. This is let me introduce you to PC Stuart Duncan.
Hi, Stuart.
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
I'm Stuart. Right. I'll take you outside, shall I, and show you what we've got?
Yeah, that would be good.
Outside as well?
Yeah, okay. So we're now outside your building here at the Sheerness docks. I think you're going to tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, just let you know what we've got in the yard, really. We've got a couple of vehicles here. One is our specials vehicle, so that they don't interrupt with us needing one of our vehicles. We've got a Discovery here that is able to tow. It's got a hitch on it, so that we can tow all of our boats anywhere really in the county at a resource when we need to. We've got a body recovery trailer here as well, which is the unpleasant side of a lot of our work. Really is where when bodies do get washed up on shores or found or body parts, then one of our duties is to go and recover that. So inside this trailer, it's a lot of kit, ropes and harnesses and bags and evidence gathering materials needed to be able to do that sort of work. Also, if we wanted to do any evidence recovery in muds, we've got the ropes and harnesses to be able to crawl out into mud and search for evidence. There's also a small, very small, there's about a 2 metre inflatable boat in there with a small outboard motor on it as well, so that we can unfold that, blow that up and be able to get onto really small water areas if we need to be able to go out and get some bits and pieces. We've also got a second rib here. We've got 2 ribs. We've got the one that we've got down in the camber that we'll go to and we'll be out on today. We've also got this smaller one here, but just over 4 metres in length. smaller draft, and again, it's a small trailer that we can tow that to smaller rivers or streams if we need to go on those and do any sort of patrolling there. And then we've got another little porter cabin here, which stores a lot of our equipment, any spare equipment that we've got, or any maintenance that we need to do on any of the boats or anything like that, extra kit. That all gets stored there and is neatly tied away. And so it's a fairly large yard that we've got, and we've got enough kit to be able to do anything we really need to do as a marine resource. So if we go back in, I'll get you kitted up, and we'll get you ready to be out on the boat today with us.
Okay, so we are at the moment hearing the interviews I did when I was out and about spending my day with the Marine Police, which of course are based at the Sheerness docks, and we're going to rejoin my day where I'm about to go through the equipment I'm going to be wearing during my day out with the Marine Police. So we're now back in the changing rooms, and all my kit's laid out, Stuart. I was wondering if you could explain to our listeners what actually is there.
Yeah, it's definitely. Well, when we're out on the rib, obviously, it's gonna, especially this time of year, it does get very cold and wet. So we want to be dry, and if we're getting hot and sweaty, we need to make sure we've got kit that's not going to suddenly get cold and risk of hypothermia when we're out there. So we've got this kit. We've got underlayers that we wear that wicking material that will draw the sweat away from our body. If you had something like cotton on underneath, that would just retain that sweat and then would suddenly get cold, or any sort of moisture that gathers under your suit. So you need to make sure you've got the right kit. So we've got these wicking shirts that will be able to draw the sweat away from our bodies. We also got thermal underlayers as well to keep us warm during the winter, and then a dry suit that we put on over the top of that. Dry suit is a brilliant bit of kit. It's the best kit we've got, and it does exactly what it says. It keeps us dry. We won't get wet wearing that. Our face might, but then we can wear a hat and we can dry our face off. We will then wear boots over the top of that, gloves if it's cold, and very important, well, we have our load vests with our life jackets on, and other bits of equipment like flares and EPIRBs, safety equipment that we need. But for today, you'll just have your life jacket on there, and a helmet. If weather's getting rough, then we've got a helmet that you can wear as well, and goggles to protect your eyes. But that's ultimately the main sort of rib kit that we wear when we're out and about.
Well, I'm going to have a go at putting all this equipment on, and then we'll carry on. So once I'd got all my equipment on, my life jacket and all the rest of the stuff that Stuart went through, it was time for us to head to the water side. And I must say, incredibly warm. The only thing I found strange getting used to was the wetsuit, especially where it seals around your neck and arms, but incredibly warm and ideal for the day. So we're now leaving the your headquarters here at the Sheerness docks. Where are we actually going?
Well, we're going to walk over to the boats now, Daniel, walking through the port. As you can see, we've got fluorescent jackets on as part of the sort of safety code here in the port, and through the port and round to the berth on the dock side, and we'll get on the boat there.
So we've now made our way to the area, I think it's called the camber. Steve, I was wondering if you could explain to our listeners a little bit about what that is.
Yeah, sure. This camber here is a sort of inner berth area for various vessels. We're right at the edge of the docks proper, where the large ships come in, and here in the camber, looking across now, you can see the Kent Police launch, Princess Alexandra III, and in front of us is the Medway Leader. It belongs to the harbour master. Further in the distance there, you can see the Svitzer tugs, various navigation buoys and marks that are being painted up and ready to go out. Further around, you can see Sheerness lifeboat, really essential service on the island. More of the pilot boats in relation to Medway Port, and as we sort of swing round and look behind us, you can see the small Mabels, the service boats that are used to look after the larger vessels here. And all around, Daniel, it's there's a lot of quite historic buildings and superstructure, and right over the back there, Garrison Point, with the Medway Ports Authority VTS, or Vessel Traffic Services, keeping a watchful eye on the river.
It's certainly an interesting place. So what's it like to work here?
Well, it's ideal for us from an operational context. Looking out beyond the camber there, you can see the Medway round to the south and west there. And you can see over to the Isle of Grain. We patrol right down into the River Medway and also the upper reaches. Looking ahead of us, you can see the Thames Estuary and the entrance to the River Thames. And again, we patrol both of those. We patrol right up to the QE2 bridge, Queen Elizabeth Bridge on the Thames, and also the Thames Estuary and the North Kent coast.
So Steve, do you just patrol this area, or do you patrol further afield as well?
Yeah, we do cover a lot more territory. In addition to the Medway Thames and Thames Estuary, we cover all of the Kent coast round to Rye, so that includes the English Channel, the south coast is very important to us, and all of the inland waterways. So if there are incidents or circumstances where we need to go to inland waters, like the upper reaches of the Medway, the Stour, Rother, then we can go there as well. And those are occasions when largely we would put boats onto a trailer and take them across the land. As you know, the Marine Unit is a joint venture with Essex Police, with whom we're in collaboration. So we work juxtaposed shifts with Essex. So from time to time we'll go over to Essex to deal with incidents when they have an officers on, and they reciprocate by sending officers back here to Kent as well, and that works really well.
So Steve, what's next?
Well, we're all kitted up, ready to go. We've got our plan of action for today. We're just about to board the boat, so let's get to the edge here and hand over the kit to PC Duncan, including the important tea-urn. Let's make our way.
Yeah, let's do that. So I've just been doing a safety briefing with you. We're on board the boat now. I think we're just about to go.
Okay, everyone set then? Right, let's check the engines are in neutral. Let's turn to the wheel. Telltales. See the water's running through the engines.
Yep.
Both sides. Okay, all set then. Let's go. Okay.
And we're headed out of the camber, down the swale towards Queenborough.